call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go, D. All day, D. Here we're going to 54. Line in. Shit.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Watch twist. Here we go. Going to 52. 26.
On second and 15 now. Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It's now 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dietrich Wise providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And now Edelman. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Let me go. Whip. Watch the whip. SOS.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Wait, that 380. Right there, 55. Rip right.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go, 48. 51 to Mike. Get away with it. He's crazy. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Line 26.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Everybody, line in. 52. 52's the mic. Rip left, rip left. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Marr able to put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll try to do better here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Here we go. 4 and 8. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Don't get nervous. 26.
A give to Elliott, and he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go. 4 and 8. 51. Check. Alert 3. Alert 3. Here we go. Going to 54. Line in. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 22. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Brady to throw on 2nd down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 450. 55. Hey, Haywood.
To throw again. Brady. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route, because when they see it, They just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big time, though.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Check 52. He's coming. 50. We got 50.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, 50 yards. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Edelman set to return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Get it!
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it'll be 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check it, reload. Check one, grip.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Wait, set. Check, check. Walk 54, walk 54. I got him. Back. 72.
On 1st down, Michelle. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tackles. Rip. Rush in. Hey, 66.
From the gun, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The veteran safety, George Iloka, there to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Brady. And Watson has it right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Brady, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is White on the screen. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Brady. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. 25, check 25, check 25.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Get ready. Get ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The give is to Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 48-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Check 52's the mic. Go. It's a party now.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Marr now to add the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Brady. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Take 4.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a play fake. Brady. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now Brady under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
From the gun on third down, Brady. He completes it right side to White. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they will run it with Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got it. Check 9, check 9. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line in.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower, his second sack of the night. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Shotgun now for Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 4-8. Choose the mic. Bound to lose one.
Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2.
We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Why is
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Go Bandit! 54.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go. 4-8. 51 to Mike. I'm coming. Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 1st down, Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go to Elliott again. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8. So we're going to 53. Lucky.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Here we go. Line 8. 52 right here. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line 8.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Dante Hightower in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. The kick by Maher is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Let's get off the field, D. Let's check and reload.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process.
1st down, New England.
Wait, set. Wide 80. 54. Watch the run. Alert.
1st down, here's White. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Edelman was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Watch 55. Let's go on. No, 66. Go. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. You won't see me in your nightmare, son.
From the gun, Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Watson has it right side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Slam. Hey, go 66. Regular.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
53. Check 55 for Mike. Here we go. Sugar.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Left side, it's Dorsett. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Wait, set. Round 80. Round 80.
On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, 28 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lawrence Guy busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
To try again after the sack, Prescott. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
There you go. All right, hey. 51, Mike, 51. 51. There we go, going to 53. Slam, slam, slam. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 480. 51 to Mark. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 180. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
We're going to 54. 180. Get wide.
Prescott from the gun on third. Cooper's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, kill. 27.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here we go. Slide 52. 52's the mic. You right.
Now Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
I got you. Kill. We're going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Michael Bannon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 25-yard attempt.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin with Michelle on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Offensively with the